What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to another video. Today's a time for another ranking video. This ranking video is going to be a little bit different, though. We're going to be ranking the 3DS games, and I also put, 3DS games I, have no experience or I've never played, no intentions if I'm going to play them or not, but, yeah, you can tell my taste in video games just from this alone, but, yeah, we're going to go ahead and rank the 3DS games, and then later on in the video, we will rank the Wii U games. So, yeah, we'll definitely, we're gonna do 3DS first since it's technically the more popular. I'm pretty sure almost everyone has owned a 3DS than a Wii U. So, we're definitely gonna do this one first, and it's going to be fun. Let's just go and get started. The 3DS and Wii U days are done and over. Now, of course, Now, I'm like a few weeks late, but better late than never. But let's just go and get this started and bring back all the memories of the 3DS and Wii U. So, starting this off, I guess we're starting off with Mario Tennis Open. I feel like I haven't made Mario Sports games videos in a while because Nintendo has really disappointed me with them. Unless a new one gets announced at the time of this recording or something. But yeah, Mario Tennis Open. For some reason, this is like the one Mario Tennis game I never hear anyone talk about. Everyone knows Mario Tennis Ultra Trash is trash. Mario Tennis Aces is you either love it or you hate it. Mario Tennis 64 is a classic because it debuted Waluigi. The Game Boy and GBA versions of Mario Tennis are great for single-player content, and Mario Power Tennis is themed the best Mario Tennis game. But this I never hear anyone talk about. It seems like a basic Mario Tennis game where it's just introducing the ideas and mini-games, but I don't know, it just feels way too simple for my liking, so I think I'm unfortunately going to have to put this in the C tier, in my opinion. I don't know, it's just way too simple, and it's weird. I used to see videos of this all the time and really wanted to play it, and then I was very disappointed by it and just went back to Power Tennis. So yeah, 4 Trace of C tier. Next up we have is Super Smash Bros. For the 3DS. Smash 4! I'm gonna talk about the Wii U game later, but the 3DS version, yeah, I mean, let's be real, it's easily the best way to play this game. I know Smash 4 ain't for everyone, but I don't know, I can't really hate it, but 3DS version has Smash Run, the character rosters, inclusions like Rosalina, Palutena, Pac-Man, Mega Man, Ryu. There's some banger inclusions. Yes, I think Rosalina is a banger, cry about it. So yeah, I can easily say Smash 3DS is an S tier, no doubt. So yeah. This will go by pretty. This will be a nice long video for y'all, I guess. Next up we have is Miitopia. Man, I love this game. I know it's on the Switch, but still, I just really love this game. The customization with this, interacting with Miis and stuff. This is easily one of the nice, chiller RPG titles, honestly. So, yeah. Try this on Switch if you haven't already. It's generally pretty nice. Next up we have is Zelda Ocarina of Time on the 3DS. Zelda Ocarina of Time praised as one of the best games ever made or whatever, and I'd say the 3DS version is definitely pretty solid too. Doesn't matter which one, I don't know, just try the game if you haven't played it. Either version works. So yeah, A tier. Next up we have is Mario Kart 7. Oh, this Mario Kart game. This is definitely the most Mario Kart game. It just feels like everyone knows it exists, but people hardly talk about it besides the banger track selection. I mean, it does have a banger track selection, so that makes it great. Also, rip Waluigi here, but still, I still think it's a pretty solid Mario Kart game, but there's just others I'd rather play. So, either way, A tier. Next up we have is Metroid Samus Returns. And I love the Metroid series. I really gotta talk about more of Metroid, honestly, because I really loved the games. But yeah, Metroid Samus Returns is a really good 3DS game. One of the best looking 3DS games, honestly. So, yeah. Definitely a really fun game. Definitely give us a try if you haven't. So, yeah, definitely goes above A tier. See, I'm a DK fan who loves Metroid. I'm not one of those, it's another Metroid game, or it's another Donkey Kong game people. What do they have in common anyway? Anyway, Pilot Ring was Resort. Yeah, I played this one and I kind of don't really remember it much. I just remember dropping it, to be honest. I mean, it kind of looks fun, but yeah, pretty forgettable. Super Mario 3D Land. Man, I know this is probably my least favorite 3D Mario game. I don't really replay this as much, but it's still a 3DS game I have a lot of memories with. My 3DS was on the time of this recording. What the hell, dude? Yeah. 3D Land is a very good game for a 3DS game. When you compare it to other 3D Mario games, yeah, I just prefer others. Pretty much every other game. The only counter-argument, I guess, if you like this over 64, that's kind of fair, but either way, 3D Land's still a great game, so A tier. Next up we have is Tomodachi Life. People really want this game back in some capacity, and I don't blame them. It's generally a fun game that I really have a lot of connection. I did play this a ton, honestly, so yeah, really love Tomodachi Life. A tier. Will there be any more S tiers? We'll find out. Next up is The Legend of Zelda. This one, Link Between Worlds. Yeah, definitely not the best memories of this one, but I still think it's a pretty solid game, honestly. Definitely one of the reasons I got into 2D Zelda, so yeah. But I think I just prefer other games, which is why it's only a B tier. Sorry. Also, it's really laggy. Mario Party the 100, not the top 100. It's literally not the top 100. They picked the worst. Like, some menu selections are questionable. There's barely any content. I mean, a single player mode's kind of nice, but that's about it. There's like nothing to this. This goes in F tier. Sorry. This is easily the worst Mario Party game in the series. Spoilers for a future ranking. Next up we have is Box Boy. This is the 3DS game I'm surprised I actually enjoyed, honestly. It also came to Switch. It's definitely an interesting puzzle game, honestly, that I also play with my brother. I generally do like this, honestly. It's simple, but I still think it's a pretty solid entry, so B tier. Next up, Donkey Kong Country Returns on the 3DS. Pretty much the best way to play Donkey Kong Country Returns if you hate motion controls. And also there's new levels too, so that alone makes it great. I know I don't talk about 3DS not having the original Donkey Kong game, but let's be real, there are Mario vs. Donkey Kong games if people want to count them as Donkey Kong games, and also we got Tropical Freeze at the time, so it counts out. So S tier because of my DK bias. Next up, Kid Icarus Uprising. Ah yes, my favorite 3DS game of all time. I'm serious, by the way. This game generally bangs. The controls definitely aren't great for long periods of time, but I don't care. It's just so charming. I love the soundtrack. The characters. Hit is one of my favorites. Palutena is so funny and hot. And yeah, I just really love this game, honestly. And also, man, I hope they bring back this series in a big way in the future. S tier, best 3DS game easily. Next up, Kirby Planet Robot, which is almost everyone's favorite Kirby game, and I don't really blame them. It's a banger Kirby game. Not my personal favorite. I think I slightly prefer Returns of Dreamland since I have a little more memories with that one, but Robot's still a banger game. I mean, what more I need to say, so yeah. S tier. Next up we have is Kirby's Epic Yarn, Extra Epic Yarn. Now, I haven't bought this version of Kirby's Epic Yarn, but I do have the Wii game, and from what I've seen, it's the same game with just power-ups. I mean, the power-ups are neat, but if I'm not caring about the power-ups, it goes in S tier because it's my favorite spin-off Kirby game, but just play the Wii game, alright? Doesn't matter. Next up, Kirby Triple Deluxe. Oh man, this is the Kirby game that got me into the series, honestly. And while I look back on it, yeah, it definitely has. I think I do prefer others, but still, man, it's still a game I dear near to my heart. So that alone goes in the S tier easily. See, we got some S tiers. Next up we have is Luigi's Mansion Dark Moon. One of my first 3DS games. I know some people aren't a fan of it, but I love it. Even though it's my least favorite Luigi's Mansion game, I generally have a fun time with it. And the mission structure is great, and the cutscenes are like fantastic. I love going back to rewatch them. That's why I love Luigi. Probably my favorite way of Luigi. Although Luigi is based in any form, really. So yeah, second favorite 3DS game. Alright, next up is Zelda. I'm not gonna even mention this one. I mean, it's a fine remake, but just play the original. B. Mario Golf World Tour. I'm so shocked they got away with this game, honestly. This is like the best Mario Golf game in the series. I want to really make a video on it because it's so good. Packed with content, new courses, and also based on other characters. The character roster itself is good. So yeah. And the animations, oh my god. Yeah, this goes... I don't think it's an S tier since this is a Mario sports game, but yeah. Easily the best Mario Golf game. How does this have more content than the one on the Switch? Mario Golf Super Rushed. Alright, next up, Mario Luigi Bowser's Side Story plus Bowser Jr.'s Journey. Say that 5 times fast. I mean, it's fine, I guess. I mean, you're better off playing the original. And also, this killed Alpha Dream, so yeah, unfortunately, can't say much about this one. I mean, it's fine, but yeah, you're better off playing the original. I say an A tier, but lower because the side mode is boring as hell. Next up is Mario Luigi Paper Jam. Basically my least favorite Mario Luigi game, but I thought it was just fine. It's not the worst thing ever. I guess I over-exaggerated in my Mario RPG ranking video, but still. There's just other ones I'd rather play. B tier, though. Next up, Mario Party Island Tour. This is the most forgotten Mario Party game in the series, and that's probably for reasons. The boards suck, minigames are fine, the music isn't that memorable. I kind of like the title theme, I guess. Otherwise, yeah, I'm not really a fan of it. Also, there's no Donkey Kong anywhere, so that alone, you should have put Donkey Kong in the game. D tier. Alright, next up we have is Mario Luigi Dream Team. Man, I love this game so much. The first Mario Luigi game I've beaten. Now, obviously, this game gets criticized with tutorials, but it still has a lot of memorable characters, banger soundtrack, and battle themes. Oh my god, they go so hard. And overall, yeah, Dream Team is a banger game, so this goes in S tier. Next up is Metroid Prime Federation Force. It's definitely the Metroid game of all time. It's not the worst thing ever, it was just released at a bad timing, so C tier. Just play a different Metroid game. Next up is Animal Crossing New Leaf. This is a game I recently got, and I can say that this is probably the Animal Crossing game I'm actually getting into. Kinda don't play it much nowadays, but I know, I do sometimes like Animal Crossing. This one specifically, what did they do with the one on the Switch, man? Alright, but it's a B tier because it's a series I'm not too into, you know? Next up, New Super Mario Bros. 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, this goes in like, I don't know, below B, I guess. It's fine on 2D platformer, the DLC's nice, but it's just so boring for me now. I just can't replay it. I'd rather play U instead. That's probably my controversial take. So yeah. Go watch my 2D Mario Ranking video if you want my thoughts on that. Next up, Yoshi's Woolly World on the 3DS. It's Woolly World on the Wii U, but with some Poochie levels. Poochie's so cute. It's Woolly World, so yeah, it goes in A tier. Should make a video on that game because I love it. Next up is Paper Mario Sticker Star. It never killed my grandma, okay? I just don't personally care for it. I'm not even gonna make a video on it because it's not worth it. F tier. Next up, Mario vs. Donkey Kong Minis on the Move. The unique type of Mario vs. Donkey Kong Lemming style, but I just prefer like the older GBA type gameplay, so B tier, but it's solid. Metroid, Star Fox 64 3D. I mean, yeah, I actually did play. Yeah, I do play Star Fox. Unfortunately, I've only played like 2 Star Fox games. The original, I guess technically 3 of them I played. Which was obviously this 64 and then the first 2. But I mean, it's fine. But I think I just prefer the original look, to be honest. So, yeah. Mario Maker 3DS, D tier. You can't play. Well, I mean, besides the online being gone, obviously, you can't even send levels to freaking online. You have to send to players locally. That's so dumb, man. Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga on the 3DS. I definitely think this is really on par with the original game. I think I do prefer it, though, the original game, but the 3DS remake isn't actually as bad, so either version works, honestly, but I will probably put this in A tier, at least. Man, it's only been 13 minutes. I haven't even got to the Wii U. WarioWare Gold. If this is your favorite WarioWare game, I don't blame you. It has a lot of micro games. I love the cutscenes, the voice acting. The characters are charming. Overall, easily a banger Wario title. Sucks it released late in the 3DS's life. S tier. Next up, Mario Party Star Rush. This isn't an out there Mario Party game like 6 or 8 or 2, but man, I don't know. There's just something charming about this one compared to the other 3DS Mario Party games. It has low mini games, and it's more on the simple side with a bunch of modes you're probably not going to play, but I definitely think this is the more tolerable Mario Party game, so B tier. Next up, Yoshi's New Island. Oh god, man. D tier. You're going to have to wait till I make a future video on this game. Alright, that's the 3DS. Now we move on to the Wii U. Alright, next up is the Wii U. This one, thankfully this one will not take long, but yeah. I don't know why they put New Super Mario U twice, whatever. But yeah, put the never played games there, and yeah, I input every game here. Also, where's NES Open, NES Remix? I mean, whatever. Anyway, let's start this off. There's 2 more. Why are there like 2 of certain games? Oh god, I'll fix that, whatever. Alright, starting us off, Super Mario Maker, right here. Yeah, this was a banger Wii U game for Mario's 30th year anniversary. Did you know it released around that time? I'm sure you do. And I gotta say, the making levels is so nice when you aren't a troll, of course, and playing the game itself is really fun. Also, amiibo costumes. Rest in peace, amiibo costumes. I wish they returned in Mario Maker 2. So yeah, easily one of my all-time, definitely one of the best Wii U games that utilizes the Wii U gamepad. Easily. So yeah. Next up, Donkey Kong Country Tropical Freeze. I don't have much else to say about this game. It's one of the best 2D platformers to ever exist. And yeah, it's like basically my favorite game on the Wii U. So yeah, S tier easily. Alright, next up we have is Sonic Lost World. It is definitely one of the Sonic games of all time. I don't really talk about Sonic because I don't know how fans will react to my opinions. But yeah, it's alright, I guess, but, I mean, there's just better Sonic games. Just play a different one. C might be too high. D tier, yeah. Next up, Kirby and the Rainbow Curse. This is definitely one of the best looking Kirby games if you're looking on the TV. To be honest, I don't really have fond memories with it. I mean, it's definitely a unique concept of drawing and then just... But I found this game way more brutal and unfair. I mean, I'll respect the challenge in a Kirby game, since that tends to be, oh, Kirby games are too easy or whatever. But not to this degree, especially 100%ing. So, personally, I don't really like Kirby's Rainbow Curse like that, but it's fine. It looks nice. Music is pretty solid, though, so, yeah. Alright, next up is Lego City Undercover. Man, I don't talk about Lego games, but this one right here I really enjoy, honestly. Definitely one of the better Lego titles. If Lego Movie, I don't see Lego Movie video game, but that is definitely my favorite Lego video game, if I'm going to be honest. So yeah, this one gets an A tier. Next up is Mario Sonic at the Rio 2016 Olympic Games. Yeah, it definitely is an Olympics game, alright. This doesn't come close to, like, Winter 2010 or London 2012, but I don't know, I didn't really hate it that much. Also, it has Gymnastics Rosalina, so that alone at least gives it a C tier. Not a D. Next up is Mario Kart 8 on the Wii U. Yeah, I mean, Mario Kart 8 on Wii U, I really love it, but oh god, look it back, it was so lacking. The roster wasn't great, the battle mode sucked. Yeah, but it's still a Mario Kart game you'll have fun with, but I can't put it in S tier, but just an A tier is fine. I don't want to put it any lower than that. New Super Mario Bros. U. Yeah, I like this more. New Super Mario 2. Oh, I totally didn't say that earlier. I mean, yeah, it's not better than DS at all, but I thought it was fine. I don't mind replaying it personally, so I think above B tier. Next up, Paper Mario Color Splash. Although this is basically Sticker Star, but better, not by much, I still think it's a pretty solid adventure. Some interesting locations, the characters are still generic though, but otherwise, I thought it was fine. So, yeah, C. Alright, Pikmin 3! I'm gonna make a video on this game next, but yeah, I really love Pikmin 3. Although I can kind of understand if it's your least favorite in the series, but man, I don't know. This was the reason I even got into the series, which is the one on the Switch. So that alone, thanks Pikmin 3 for helping me out. Alright. Maybe I'll put it in S tier. Alright. Next up is Splatoon! I don't really talk about Splatoon much. This is one of the big Wii U games that, yeah, I really enjoy it. Probably the best Splatoon game. But yeah, I just really love it, honestly. I don't really hate the series, honestly. I don't know if there's people out there who hate... I mean, I don't know what the general consensus with the Splatoon series is. Some people are sick of Splatoon getting games. Some of them are just... Some of them really adore it, so... Yeah, but I don't care. Splatoon's awesome. So, yeah, A tier. Next up we have is Super Mario 3D World. I don't have much else to say about this banger 3D Mario game. It's definitely a game, yeah, it has playable Rosalina, the levels are great. I love the linear structure, honestly. It's 3D but better. I guess I'm not used to the speed. I think I do prefer the Switch game because I like to play games quick. So, yeah, S tier easily. Next up is Zelda Breath of the Wild. I don't know if I should put this as the Wii U game or Switch game. I mean, technically it's a cross-gen game, but, I mean, we can count it. It's a banger game. I don't have much else to say. A tier. Yoshi's Woolly World. I mean, I already talked about 3DS version, but yeah. I think 3DS is better for the content, but I think I prefer playing the Wii U game, so A tier. Next up, F. Next up is Lego, this one. I don't really have memories of this one, but I've heard it's just fine at best. Not better than Lego City Undercover, but it's a Lego game. It's fine, I guess. Alright. Next up we have is Captain Toad Treasure Tracker. This is one of the most unappreciated Wii U games of all time, honestly. I mean that literally. I'm a huge fan of Toad. I love Toad. I'm a huge fan of him. And this little puzzle game is honestly pretty nice. Definitely think this should get a sequel of some sorts, because I really think it deserves one. So yeah, definitely above B. Next up is Nintendo Land, one of the launch Wii U games. It's very underrated, honestly. One of the best use of the Wii U gamepad. It's really fun, and overall some great mini games based on other Nintendo franchises. So yeah, B tier easily. Next up is Rayman Legends. Oh man, I play this like Donkey Kong. This is like one of the best 2D platformers ever made. Honestly, like seriously. And also you can play the Switch game with pretty much all the levels. But either way, Rayman Legends, yeah. I love this as much as Tropical Freeze. Donkey Kong and Rayman share a lot of similarities when you think about it. Next up, F. Next up is Game & Wario. This is definitely an interesting take on a Wario game on Wii U. I mean, it's not a WarioWare game. I mean, it has the characters and stuff, but I don't know. It's weird. I mean, I thought it was fine for multiplayer, but otherwise, yeah, not the greatest Wario game out there. But I thought it was fine, so B tier. Pokken Tournament, one of the few Pokemon games I've actually played. It's fine enough. Definitely some interesting battles you could do. Definitely a Pokemon spin-off I'll play. So yeah, B tier. Next up we have is Super Smash Bros. For Wii U. Although the 3DS version is the better version, I generally don't understand the hate with this version. Minus the lack of modes. It's still Smash with a game controller with friends. There's no reason to hate it, honestly. So, yeah. S tier, cry all about it. I don't care. It's Smash with GameCube controller with friends. Play it with friends, you'll have more fun, alright? Also, the online is better here than an Ultimate. Next up is Zelda Wind Waker. Man, I love Wind Waker. I still gotta play Twilight Princess, but yeah, definitely one of the better Zelda games. And last but not least, Mario Party 10. Despite opinions on it, I don't hate Mario Party 10. I haven't even had a ton of hours put into it. I can generally have some fun with it, but yeah. The only thing 10 has over 9 is playable Donkey Kong and playable Rosalina. But otherwise, it's like a C tier. Alright, that's the Wii U games ranked. That's every 3DS and Wii U game ranked. Thanks for watching, everyone. What's your favorite 3DS and Wii U game? Unless it's already on the Switch. Let me know in the comments below. Later, folks.